We've done it. We have done it. Look at my voice. Listen to that. Um, I do not know what just happened. I'm still speechless. I am still speechless. I lost my voice, and you can probably hear it, but I genuinely don't know what happened yesterday. And I'm a completely different person. I genuinely cannot process what I went through yesterday. And don't get me wrong, I went through at the stadium Roma against Barcelona 3-0, and it's obviously not going to match it. Obviously, yesterday's game was insane, but one team is Feyenoord and one team is Barcelona. But after that Barcelona game, by far yesterday's game was the best game I've seen in my entire life. I have never seen Roma perform a Real Madrid style comeback. What I mean by this is I would have, after they equalized, I would have never in a million years actually imagined Roma score 3 goals. I would have never imagined it. And that's what Real Madrid does. You look at that Real Madrid against Man City final last season. Effectively, it was a similar comeback. Maybe, obviously, it was a bit epic because it was Champions League and all of that. But the word comeback, the word mentality, oh my days. Let's get into the mentality bracket. Let's get into that, because when you're down 2-1 on aggregate, you're like, it's done. We're screwed. We conceded a stupid goal. We conceded a stupid goal in a very delicate moment, because it was seconds after Smalling got injured, which, by the way, I was like, all right, we lost. Smalling's out, we lost, because I knew that our defense was not going to be able to withstand the pressure. Smalling got injured. Smalling got subbed off. The team's mentality is already down. 5 seconds after Smalling gets subbed off, we concede the goal. With 10 minutes to go until the end, you're like, we're screwed. We are screwed. And then to even think about Roma scoring 3 goals after that is like out of this world. And as you probably saw if you watched the stadium vlog, when Dybala scored that goal, I did not even remember what my name was. I was like, what the absolute hell is happening? And that is the beauty of this game. That is the beauty of this team, may I add. Because when I say to you guys that confidence is at its max, when I say I am confident we're going to go through, I truly mean it. When I say the Olimpico is the Olimpico, when I say the Olimpico is a completely different universe, I truly mean it. And obviously Feyenoord fans try to hunt you down, try to neglect what you say, but at the end of the day, it's the reality. It's the reality. What happens in that stadium remains in that stadium. What happens in between those walls of that stadium is magical. And it has happened numerous times. That atmosphere, it's undescribable. Words cannot describe how I'm feeling. I'm buzzing. I love this team so much. The players, the manager, the atmosphere. Let me know if you were at the stadium yesterday. But yeah, I mean, I'm still speechless. I'm still speechless because the way we prepared yesterday's game, and you gotta give credits to Mourinho. You gotta give credits to Mourinho. The way Mourinho prepared the game, what Mourinho said during the extra time speech, how Mourinho handled the Dybala substitution, how Mourinho at the end when we scored 4 goals was singing La Roma si el Feyenoord with the fans. That is what you live for. As a Roma fan, that is what you live for. Because the first thing which has to be said in this match reaction, which, to be fair, is not even a match reaction, it's more of a reaction to the game. I don't want to get into the tactical things. I just want to... An emotional reaction is what Mourinho has built in this team, what Mourinho has brought to this team, what Mourinho has made this team into, is something which, mark my words, no manager will be able to do. And mark my words on a second thing which I'm about to say. After seeing Mourinho yesterday, and after hearing what Mourinho said post-match, and how for the first time throughout the entire season, we are having a slight confirmation that Mourinho is staying, because he himself has said, I am so happy at this team. That, he hasn't said I'm staying another year, but that in other words means I'm staying another year. And what this man has created in this team, and I always refer back to this, but the unity which this man has created is something which you can bring Guardiola, you can bring Klopp, you can bring Fonseca back, you can put De Rossi on that manager. No manager will be able to copy such a unity that Mourinho has brought. It's insane. It's insane. Insane what this man has done. It's out of this world. And all of it starts by accepting a challenge. Accepting a challenge and going, let me try something new. Let me actually go to a team which doesn't base their year on oil money, on buying whoever you want, who's actually got a reality to the laws of football, unlike Juventus, who has to respect the rules. Let me try that challenge, and what a challenge. And how is this challenge proceeding, ladies and gentlemen? The fact that we've reached a semi-final is out of this world. Let me tell you one thing. If Mourinho wins us the Europa League, he will be, a statue will be built next to the Colosseum. I cannot even imagine what this city will be like if we win Conference League and Europa League consecutively in 2 years. It's unimaginable. You can't even imagine it right now because of Bayer Leverkusen, but you genuinely cannot imagine what happens. You can't. You genuinely can't. And don't imagine it now, because it will ruin the feeling if it actually happens. Man United got knocked out. I reckon we have a big chance. We had a big chance even before knocking Feyenoord out. Man United's gone. Sevilla or the Real Madrid of the Europa League. You can't underestimate them. Juventus, we know them really well, on one bracket. And then Bayer Leverkusen on the other bracket. Bayer Leverkusen are a dodgy team. Bayer Leverkusen are a good team. Wirtz and Diaby are insane players. But we'll get into that in a couple of weeks. Enjoy this. Enjoy this, because you don't see it you don't see it very often. By the way, I think, obviously congratulations to Mourinho, because he brought us he won a trophy last season. We're in the semi-finals of a more difficult and complicated trophy this season. But you have to give credit to the evolving DNA of this team. Now, you've probably read the statistics after yesterday's game, which says that in the last 6 years, Roma is just after Real Madrid in reaching semi-finals of European tournaments, including Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League. After Real Madrid, we are the only ones who have reached the most European semi-finals in the last 6 years. After Real Madrid. What does this show you? This shows you one thing. This shows you that football is not money. And it's such a philosophical word nowadays that you actually can't get your head through it. Because football nowadays is money. But this statistic truly shows to you that football is not money. Because a team like Roma has reached more European semi-finals in the last 6 years just after Real Madrid. I'm not comparing us to other teams, but I'm just saying facts here. We are Roma. Where's Man City? Where's PSG? Where's Barcelona? Where is Tottenham? Where is Arsenal? I'm not comparing us to these teams, because these teams will probably lynch us if we face them right now. But this is a spectrum of reality right now. In a generation of football where Mbappe gets 200 million euros to renew his contract with PSG. In a generation moment of football where Barcelona want to sign Messi back, but they can't because they've got too many financial issues. In a political football moment where Juventus just got the 15 points back, you kind of do this. You really do this. Because kudos to us. Kudos to us. Proud of this team. The way we're evolving. The way our DNA is evolving. And that's, I think, something great of to discuss about. Let's get into individual performances, right? I think the man of the match is Matic. I mean, a lot of you here will agree on this. Matic yesterday was immense. Not even immense. Matic was surreal. Matic was out of the world yesterday. Matic was sensational. Dybala's just that cherry on the cake. He brings that talent. He brings that class which this team lacked in these past years until Totti retired. After Totti retired, I mean. The solidity of our defense. I don't know, we conceded a stupid goal. But when Smalling's there, our defense is solid. Rui Patricio, I think, is living a great moment. Pellegrini has resurrected. 2 games, 2 insane performances. El Shaarawy, which I think out of all of these players, deserves the most credit. There's an image which is circulating, which has gone viral on Instagram, of El Shaarawy scoring the goal and then running to Tammy, who assisted him. And whilst he was running to Tammy, he cried. He was crying. El Shaarawy is the definition of passion. El Shaarawy is the definition of loving a football team. And get his contract sorted right now. Get it done. El Shaarawy, we've discussed about everyone. Spina, even though he wasn't at its best yesterday, because he's definitely played better games, the one against Salzburg, for example, but he scored a goal, and I know it was a woeful goal. It was one of those goals which we needed, but who cares? It was at the back of the net. And then another player which I'll give credit to is Tammy Abraham, and I'm defending him again. He's not the same player. He's not bagging the goals. In fact, he missed some big chances. But I think Tammy brings that social connection in this team, which no player will ever give. And also, if he leaves, it's gonna lack. And especially, it's one of those things which people don't give credit to. And to be fair, I don't blame people not giving credit to this, because he's our striker and he's there to bag the goals. But beneath the bracket of scoring goals, Tammy Abraham is a vital player to this team. I will give you an example. You know, when VAR was checking Pellegrini's goal, which came from a miss, a Tammy miss, a clear Tammy miss. VAR was checking. Anthony Taylor had his earplugs and microphone up top. And in the meantime, when VAR was checking it, Tammy was literally bent down going like that. Name me one player which does that. And, you might go, I could get paid 7 million euros a week and do that. That is one of the reasons why this team is so connected. And Mourinho has referred to this in the pre-Feyenoord post press conference. He said, Tammy's not living a great moment as a striker, but I see Tammy very happy socially and a big part of this group, and he really is. He really, he's the glue to the unity of the team. because he jokes. He's funny. He's got a good sense of humor, good sense of irony. So, and he brings the passion too. If he just needs the goal, if he just starts bagging some more goals, he's the player we need. You cannot find a negative thing from yesterday's game. I mean, yeah, the only negative thing was the two injuries, Smalling's and Gini's injuries. Smalling's and Gini's injuries are nothing major, but most probably they will be missing the Atalanta game. The Atalanta's game is gonna be a brutal game because we're lacking Smalling in defense. Atalanta loves scoring goals. Atalanta, we just played 3 days before that game. We've played extra time. To be fair, I'm gonna say this now. I am not expecting them to win that game, but if we draw in Atalanta's ground, I would consider it a massive win. I would consider it a golden win. Because a draw after such a performance in a top 4 clash in tough stadium without your main centre-back, without one of your main midfielders, I'll be very happy with a draw. I'm not expecting a win on Monday. If the team wins on Monday, then really you gotta build statues everywhere because it's unexpected. And you will probably see, if you're someone who likes betting, that the bookies for a Roma win on Monday are gonna be very, very high because no one is expecting it. And to be fair, I'm not expecting it either. But we move on. We've got Atalanta on Monday. We've got a few days to relax now. We've got Bayer Leverkusen, obviously, in the semi-finals. Tough team. But we'll get into the match previews and we'll start thinking about more Bayer Leverkusen-related things in a few weeks. We've got some vital Serie A games. We've got Atalanta, Milan consecutively, which can mark our season, especially now that Juventus got the points back. But look... I'm speechless. I'm still speechless. I've said this already. By the way, there's so many of you in this stream. If you haven't smashed that like button, you're not appreciating what the team has done yesterday. Everyone smash that like button right now. 3 seconds. 2, 1. You see, you've done it. You're an absolute legend. But yeah, look. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm just so proud, because if someone would have said to me after that Ludogorets game in the first match of our group stage, if someone would have told me you're reaching the semi-finals of the Europa League after getting beaten by Ludogorets Razgrad, I would genuinely go, what the hell are you even going on about? Well, we have reached the semi-finals of the Europa League. We have to enjoy this moment, but we gotta push it. We gotta push it forward. We have to try and win this trophy. It's a dream. We all have this dream, but let's make it happen. Let's all fly to Budapest the 31st of May. By the way, I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm a superstitious guy. I believe in jinxing and all of that. But I'm gonna say one thing. Actually, I'm not going to say it. Let's beat Bayer Leverkusen first, because, karma actually loves getting me back. So yeah. But I'll tell you who got karma back really well. Flynn. How's Flynn? If you're in this stream, Flynn, how's the fountains in the Netherlands? Good? Nice. But yeah. Confidence. And, wow. I'm just having a massive deja vu of that Conference League last season. I really just had a massive deja vu. But let's do it again. The destiny is in our hands. Look, ladies and gentlemen, you can probably hear my voice. I don't know why. Let me know if it's the same for you. But I just feel so unnecessarily tired from yesterday's. I didn't do absolutely nothing today. I just went to school, played tennis a bit, but I'm just so tired from that roller coaster of emotions. I'm tired of the screaming, but I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm so happy. I need a rest. I'm going out tonight. I'm eating a bucket of carbonara tonight. I do not care. That's the treat of yesterday. I'm tired. I went to bed at like 4 a.m. for editing that vlog, which, by the way, it's gone really, really well. We've reached 7K, so thank you everyone for the support. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna eat a bucket of carbonara. And then, as soon as this live stream ends, I'm gonna get my tickets for the Bayer Leverkusen game. Come on, the boys, let's bring it home. And La Roma si il Feyenoord. Oh. By the way, life advice: if anyone is bored today, get your speakers on and put "Never Going Home" as a song. Or even better, if you've got children here, to make them fall asleep, let them hear that song. Trust me, they're going to close their eyes in a matter of seconds. Forget fairy tales. Forget Nina Nanas. Put Never Going Home on. They are falling asleep in a matter of seconds. I'll catch you soon. Thank you for the support. I absolutely love all of you guys. I love this team so much. We're in the semi-finals. And smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. I will catch you tomorrow with the Atalanta preview. Yeah, tomorrow Saturday, so we'll probably go live for that. Or maybe some transfer news and all of that. But yeah, it's a great period of time to be a Roma fan. Forza Roma sempre. Simon out.